Well, obviously, they're watching the cartoon. My first figure was Devastator. Same
Fucking
thing with third
crazy.
party. Yeah.
That's crazy. Your first figure and your first exposition share the same.
SCU. You are now listening to Shuttercast Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega 81. Welcome to Shuttercast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 57. 57. We tried being a supervillain that was able to control all motorized wheelchairs in the world, and that failed pitifully because they gained sentience, and now we're married to our little rascal. And I could not have fucked that up anymore. I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, known for doing that. And joining me tonight are 5 members of the Sinister Six because one of us is out in commission. That would be our good friend Deluxe, out powerlifting, getting back into it. That's what I like to see. So starting from left to right, as always, he's everyone's favorite internet troll, your friend in mine, and secret lover, Mr. Greg for Mercy.
Secret lovers. That's what we're doing. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah,
I'm exhausted.
that was sensual.
I work.
And
I work.
And speaking of sensual, he's everyone's favorite centrally endowed engineer. He's my friend and yours. He'll fix your broken toy if you ever decide to send it out to him. Sometime this week, Justin, I swear. Everyone's favorite YouTube reviewer, Mr. T2RX6, Justin.
I wasn't quite sure where you were going with essentially and endowed and all that stuff. I was really confused. That's the most confusing intro I've ever had.
Seduced?
Both.
You must pick one. You can't be both. You're not special.
Hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
If you're into using intros, you should go to BotCon. Me and Matt are gonna. Just saying.
People have eggs rolling around on a mattress. And speaking about rolling around on a mattress, this guy, if they gave medals for the Olympic sport of bed hopping, this guy would get a gold medal. You've recognized his bare ass climbing out of your window time and time again. He'll look to your face and be like, nah, I ain't fucking girl. Then as soon as you turn around, tell her I said hi. The one, the only Mr. Mega 81 Antoine Lewis.
Gonna do it like this. We're in Brooklyn at. What up? How you doing?
You got 7 Mac 11s, about 838s.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
that was a nice freestyle back in the day. God, I miss you, Biggie. And
Dude, I love Biggie. The first freestyle I ever heard from Biggie was I don't think it was on Hot 97, but it was with Cutmaster C, I think. And he was like, Biggie Smalls is the wickedest. If you say a pussy, I dare you to stick your dick in this. If I was pussy, I'd be filled with syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, getting rid of ya. Like I used to say it. I used to say it all the time. I used to walk around going, chlamydia, getting rid of ya.
nothing used to beat back when Funkmaster Flex in New York would sit there and he'd spin that record and you hear the doctor said I need about 3 weeks of recovery because the nurses. Classic tune. And speaking of classics, this next gentleman is insisting I introduce him like this. And coming to the stage now is a dirty little girl. He's everyone's favorite knockoff love child and the one Dennis Miller, Louis C.K., and with a little bit of pubic hair from George Carlin, it's Skullface. Hi, how you doing?
I don't have pubic hair. This ain't the 80s, man.
Oh, yes you do. It's on your mustache.
No, I'm just here.
You glued it there. I saw you. I helped you. I helped you. So, shirts, hoodies, and bumper stickers, we still got them.
Yes. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Shirts, hoodies, and anal.
We do have shirts, hoodies, and bumper stickers, but we are down to like 1 magnet.
Dang.
It's either it's either 1 or 2 magnets. We have sold the fuck out of those magnets.
Hey, can I shout out Majid?
Oh yeah, it's actually Majid.
Is it Majid? I thought it was Majid.
He told me he was like, because I fucked it up the other day, and he was like, hey man, just a FYI, it's like magic without the C.
Hey, that motherfucker works in a sandwich shop. It's Majid to me, all right?
That dude is fucking awesome. He sent me a fucking box of cookies today.
I know, he told me you could do this shit.
He's never seen Team America, though, so...
Oh, I heard about that.
Did you get that robot? Not the throw. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a robot.
he got me some like a Bandai type of robot figure. It's
like one of those Super Chigoken.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it because I couldn't decipher the symbols on the box, but apparently
that's Japanese. But hey, whatever.
I thought it was more like a cave painting type of thing. But anyway, he's awesome. I mean, it's typical Bandai quality. It's just I keep like trying to like fold his hand into his forearm and it's not working.
Doesn't transform into anything. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I like how you refer to Japanese as cave writing, but then you're saying Bandai. Bandai.
Is it not that? What is it?
Well, no, I know, but I figured it'd be like Bandai, man. Fucking Bandai.
Fucking Bandai. Don't correct me on my anime video review when I say Naruto the wrong way.
Who left this D off this Band-Aid box?
Shit. Ain't no Band-Aid. There's a giant fucking plastic doll named Ultraman. Stupid fucking chaps.
I don't know. Wow, but Ultraman.
God damn Ultraman.
My uncle back home.
Anyway, what about are we going to talk about I should have mentioned this before we recorded. We could always edit this out just in the beginning. The contest about review.
Yeah. Well, you have till tomorrow. So, if you're listening, till Saturday. So if you're listening to this Friday when it goes up, like all of our listeners do, because they will, then hurry up and get those reviews of us up on iTunes, preferably 5 stars, but give it what you think it's worth. And
you should probably just give it 5 stars anyway, because fuck the system, man.
Right. If you give us 5 stars, even though you don't mean it, we will give you free shipping on a magnet. Which is factored in anyway. But anyway, the thing is that we're looking for to get our reviews up. It helps us a lot because it puts us in a category where it's a more commonly searched podcast, so it can bring in more people to listen. It doesn't help us gain money or anything, so you're not putting any money into our pockets. If you think that was what we were after, it just helps us get the podcast to more people to listen, to become into the show and then comment on the Facebook pages and all that kind of stuff, and just become a Shattercast community that we're building. So if you could do that for us, it would be appreciated. And the winner will get a magnet, and then we will be down to, I'm snapping the rubber band on my wrist, 1 magnet left.
And for clarity, you had said that you'll get free shipping on the magnet. What we meant was completely free magnet. You will get your magnet, no extra cost, just 5 stars.
Yeah, but even if it's after the cutoff, I'll give you free shipping on the magnet that you buy.
even though we only have 1 magnet left, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, that 1 magnet.
That's right. Don't complain, because we'll set you on fire. We don't care.
And no, never mind. I'm gonna clarify something, but never mind. I personally like money in my pocket, so if you guys just want to PayPal me money in my pocket,
you can do that.
That's perfectly fine with me.
You can do that as well. Just PM any of us and ask for our PayPal, and we will send that to you. But that has nothing to do with this contest. We can.
But it doesn't hurt.
We can start a separate. Yeah, that's true. It won't hurt.
That is for purely selfish reasons. So.
Right.
There's a lot of
weed isn't free.
Yeah.
I'll make a video. I'll say your name, and then I'll monetize it just for you.
All of 3 seconds after you watch a 1.5-minute ad about diabetes.
Oh, I thought you're gonna. Well, never mind. I thought we were going in a different direction there. Never mind.
Diabetes.
Hey, Oscar, did you do anything this week?
No, I did not. It'll be here actually tomorrow, so I will not say anything until next week. So I don't care. Speaking of which, hey, Gregory, Fräulein, did you get anything this week?
I did.
Oh, what you get? Tell me.
I got the whatever the fuck it was, Omega Supreme with the add-on kit from Mackey Toys.
Oh,
I got
good.
another battle tanker with a was it fucking Henkei United gonorrhea? The Henkei or the United Prime.
It's the same shit. It's made there.
It's made
the country that surrendered. Cowards.
And yeah, I think that's all. I got a lug nut, sealed in the box. I'm never gonna open them. I just have a thing for lug nuts sealed in the box.
I heard you were gonna touch them all.
Yeah, I do. It's just fucking have this obsession with fucking touching every lug nut and then reselling it. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. It was light mail week for me.
Okay, all right. Justin, did you get anything?
I did. I got some rescue bots because I like making money on my channel. You laugh. Yeah. That's why I make money. But I also got some small, tiny Transformers Mr. Potato Heads. They're very endearing in a Mr. Potato Head way. And yeah, so I got those two. They're kind of cool. And Matt gave such a positive review to that Combiner Wars Voyager Prime. Like, I had to see why the Hasbro guy hated it so bad. So it's kind of like, it's so bad I needed to have it. And I don't know, he's okay. He's not great, but I'm probably going to repaint it into something else and make it kind of interesting and give myself an excuse to pick up more than just Alpha Bravo. So
yeah. But he's not, like, fucking horrible, right? I mean, he's not,
He's got really floppy legs, and he's got very odd proportions, but, I mean, there's worse toys.
Well, you have floppy legs and odd proportions.
Yeah, I mean, it's
against you.
It's not like he's an Armada toy or anything like that. He's not horrible, but I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean about the floppy. Yeah, like with the ratchets, like there's a pretty big gap. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but, I mean, not bad. He's okay for
I think Matt misinterpreted Hasbro Dance when he put that video in the chat. Because he's like, oh, look, it's a fucking strong-ass ratchet with a little bit of give in between the notches. That's not the same thing as fucking ball joints fucking flipping everywhere. But
oh, no. Mine actually flips around like your Hasbro Dance. Mine is really, really weak ratchets on mine. Yeah, but yeah, if you try to hold him up and he kind of flops all around, it's pretty ridiculous, but whatever, who cares?
Like this girl I used to date.
Exactly.
And coming up next, Antoine. Did you get anything this week?
No, but I think next week I should be getting some stuff in. I got the Fans Project Mad Lord coming in.
Oh, don't be saying that shit next week.
Yeah. What? Oh.
Don't be saying that shit next week when they ask you. Don't double dip, Antoine.
Oh.
Don't be double dipping.
See. So then, you know what? I'll just wait until they all get here. And then I'll say,
yeah. Wash your hands before you put your fingers in the nacho cheese, okay? Disgusting.
Nacho cheese.
Speaking of nacho cheese, Skullface, what'd you get this week?
Actually, I got to give a shout out to Kuma Style. He sent me the X2 Toys Gemini set. Wanted me to take a look at them, and so I did. They're pretty cool. They're heavy as fuck. The transformation sucks, and there's tolerance issues everywhere. But they are heavy. Like, they're heavier than an MP car.
What? Wow.
Yep.
Your mama's heavier than an MP car.
Suck up.
Suck up.
Heavier than a pickup truck.
I'm
gonna be talking that jibber jabber. X2 Toys shit. You know what it is. So, on to Transformer News. Wonderfest 2015 Resin Transforming Minerva. Sexy time.
Yeah, I just left this in there because it's relatively interesting, I guess. I don't know.
It looks interesting.
Yeah. It doesn't interest me enough to, like, want to pursue it. But
I think the car mode looks pretty awesome. I like the car mode, except for the gap between the windshield thing and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And the bot mode, it's promising, but like all those like awful hinges, like it would have to be something entirely different. But I mean, it is what it is. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's certainly better than the Minerva I can go out to the store and buy now, which is I don't know, none of them.
It almost like seems like an animated feel, doesn't it?
Yeah. It also is going to service the needs for fan fiction writers everywhere, because now they can act out the scene where Prowl hit that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Raw Dog and Bale. But I don't like the feet. The feet look funky to me.
Yeah, I just kind of in general, I think it's a bizarre
It is. It's a odd
kind of
piece.
thing. But it's, I mean, it's how much does a Minerva go for, Justin? Like $10,000?
Which one? Like the real one? The real G1 is
is it 10 million? Is it 10 million?
No, it's not quite that expensive. It's somewhere between, like, for in-box, not yellowed, like anywhere between like 1,000 and 2,000. So
That's crazy.
Damn.
Well, that's nothing. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sure.
It ain't shit, sucker. I just sell 3 Bakabatas by. Like that.
I don't understand what you just said, but it was funny to me.
But I just
Who else says that? The gays.
it's nice to have a it's nice to have
I love it. It looks okay, man. They get like the feet throw me off, and the fact that they need a stand to help her stand up. So kind of.
yeah.
Then again, this is proto.
See,
assuming.
the thing is for me, like, okay, so, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because why? But like, what shelf do you put this on? Like, what shelf do the aesthetics of this match?
classic.
The same one with the
Classics?
pictures
You
of
feel
your
like
kids.
this matches the Classics look?
Yeah, classics is always. It's not a dead-on like G1 look. It's
Right.
I mean, the thing is that 99% of people in the world aren't ever gonna get a chance to own this because I think there's probably like 15 of them made for Wonderfest.
Right.
Like usually that's the type of thing. So
And these will also sell for $2,000.
yeah, I suppose if you were the person who is going to buy this, you're going to put it on the here's my shelf of odd, expensive crap I have that doesn't fit anywhere else in my collection.
Right.
But like, I mean, if this was mass marketed and joints and stuff were cleaned up, like, I mean, think of your typical deluxe using ball joints and stuff instead of those awkward knee hinges and rounding it out. Like, yeah, it totally fit classics with that type of car design. Like, it's as far of a departure from G1 jazz as classics jazz is. So,
Shout out to Justin though for correcting that it wasn't $10 million. Like, no.
Shout out the guy that's right on the show.
It's not that much. Like I think it's $10 million. No, it's not that
I think we
much.
should get the opinion that everyone's wondering about. Antoine, on a scale of 1 to 10, would you fuck this female robot?
Stupid.
If she was real?
If she was real.
And she had a cute voice.
If it was real.
Like she would sound like Nicki Manji without smoking like 3,000 Newports a day.
Manji. What if and she had like an iPod built into her that you could access if you wanted to like play music.
And I mean, she was a walking hotspot.
I thought you were about to say an eye patch, and I was starting to get aroused.
Yes or no, Antoine? Would you?
No.
You a lying motherfucker, man.
Oh, well, hold on. So, would you?
It's not about me, man.
No.
Like a 7 out of 10 would bang, if all that stuff applied.
I'm probably just to say that I banged Minerva. I mean, it beats the chick I banged that worked at Sears.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Can I give you a little heads up since I think you don't understand? Minerva like 11.
What's that?
In the show. Minerva's like 11 years old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah.
We meant the robot, not the pilot.
Robots don't have ages.
That's right. It doesn't matter.
All right. So this next bit of news, Oscar, let's get to this because I know Justin's chomping at the bit.
All right. So we got Action Toys Machine Robot. And these look really cool.
Yeah.
I've been throwing money at Japan since I heard these things, and nobody's taken my pre-order.
Is this the first time you threw your money clip full of 20s at your computer screen, Justin?
I've tried, yeah. I mean, I've tried everything at this point. I think it's because I reviewed a knockoff Transformer. They won't do business with me anymore. My whole trees into their country. But no, these things are awesome, and I really need to know more about these. Like,
well, let's run down. Now, are these facts you got here, Antoine?
The details designed by Action Toys, not Bandai.
Is this legit facts here, Antoine?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They listen. Yeah.
All right, so let's run this down because everybody's saying Bandai.
No.
I think they like.
Apparently, these are designed by Action Toys, the people that made the 17-inch Unimetal Optimus Prime. They are roughly 10.5 to 12.5 centimeters. Top roll is about 10 centimeters. Bottom 12 centimeters.
So the size of MPB.
Yes.
I cannot help but notice that Leader 1 has a oddly IDW aesthetic about him. That IDW Leader 1 promo art someone did before.
Yeah. Now,
because that's not a GoBot Leader 1. That is definitely that IDW picture Leader 1.
It also says here in these details there's going to be die-cast parts.
Ball joints, which is...
Well, let me say this. The ball joints don't bother me so much on these guys when Bandai's known for making robot figures that have...
That's true.
80s articulation. So ball joints is like a freaking like miracle step for that company.
Okay, so then it's estimated for a June release. Price to be around $50 a pop, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, so what's that? The whole set is $300 right now.
Yep.
As they stand, I'm okay with that.
So
9
they got
designs,
about
2
coming
figures.
in at per wave.
Yep, 9 designs, 2 figures each per wave. Total of 13 figures, one being an aircraft carrier.
25
Maybe
to
a total
30.
of 13. Well, I would be very disappointed if they didn't do Crasher, Coptor, and are we missing a Scooter?
I don't give a shit about the Scooter, but
He's just a main character. You gotta have him.
He is a main character. Yes, absolutely. I can't disagree with you there. It's just like of the two that matter, Coptor and Crasher are by far more important than Scooters. So.
I would definitely agree with that, but I would say
hey, you get a turbo.
Yeah,
I would say the Scooter's more important than some of these characters they look like they're already in the process of doing.
Well, the problem I think comes with how important are they to Machine Robo. Like the drill tank guy is like a main character in Machine Robo.
All of them were on the same side.
Yeah, the Jet, he's a main character of Machine Robo.
Gotcha.
Tank, I'm pretty sure is too. I don't know about Crasher, and I definitely don't know about Scooter and Copter. But yeah, that's probably why it is this way. But I would hope that whoever is making these decisions like really realizes that there's more markets outside of just Machine Robo watchers and do it right, and you're going to sell a whole ton of these things.
Right. Now, the rumor circulating is that these are Fans Project designers.
I'm okay with that.
Wow.
Yeah, I am.
Really?
And I can see it. I can see it in the look. Like,
yeah.
I see it in the hands.
Yep, I was just getting ready to go straight for the hands.
Yeah, those hands are most definitely the Menosaur hands, right?
Yep, and they say it was the group that did, or it was the guys behind the Menosaur set.
Nice.
It is, but I really want. I mean, I'm in for this because I think that even like being that size, they're kind of perfect for what I want GoBots to be size-wise. Do you know what I mean? Like just because as a kid they were like so much smaller than you know.
It was hard to integrate them with like your Transformers.
Yeah. So like I kind of want them to be this size.
It's like, hey, Leader 1 wants you to join the Seekers. Oh wait, he's like up to Starscream's boot. Oh, he was denied.
And you drop $100 and grab 2, and I think I'm in. I'm all sorts of in. I think this is great.
I'm all in for Leader 1 and the other Jet guy, Jet Robo, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm. And now Psykill is to me the only one that
Psykill.
Yeah, Psykill.
Really? I think he looks pretty okay. I think that the arms look gimpy, but considering the character, like, you know.
Yeah, I think he looks okay. I think that, like, if I had to pick one that just was the least...
Right. I think he's the least aesthetically interesting comparatively. Like, it's pretty clear, like, he looks like he transforms exactly like he did years ago, except he has... You know, better articulation, you know?
Yeah.
I basically take the wheels off, put it in his hands, he holds them over his head, and we put his feet together with the other wheel. Hooray.
But this kind of took are we guessing that this is why Hasbro renewed that license, that GoBot license, that had nothing to do with the movie? It was more because of rumors of this move?
That was
I think
my
it's fairly possible.
Yeah, because that just sounds like a fucking Hasbro move. You know what I mean? That was all I was basing that on before you correct me. I was just saying, it just sounds like a Hasbro kind of move.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I love that. Like, I love that Hasbro. Like, not that I'm the anti-Hasbro guy, but I love that they can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they can't do shit about it. Like,
what are they doing?
Like, this thing can sit in a proper store. You know what I mean? With like a proper SKU to be, you know what I mean? Like it could go to a, like, you know, obviously it wouldn't, but it could sit in the Target right next to a fucking Voyager, and there's nothing they could do about it.
Just like the 80s.
It'll be right.
All Bandai needs to do is like Machine Robo Go Bits. You know.
Well, they could. I mean, it could be seriously, like, it could be in a Barnes and Noble, because like Barnes and Noble carries this type of shit.
Yeah, but you could also get it mainstream too. Like I said, just make it Machine Robo Go Bits. You know.
Yeah.
And then in Japan, they'll sit there in the office and go, "For the first time in years, we have defeated America."
Heroic Guardian leader too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
This next one I'm interested in, seems interesting, is the final colored photos of Toy World's Throttlebots Combiner.
Puzzler.
Yeah.
Perfect for the GoBots that are coming.
Except it's good. Yeah, it's going to be scale wise. It's actually going to work.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see the pre-orders go up. It just makes me finally believe that this thing is going to actually happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, I could give a fuck less about the combine mode. I mean, I'm going to do it just to see it.
Yeah.
But,
it's a novelty, but like, you know, like we've said before, the reason to buy into the set has always been the individual robots. It's like, this is the bonus. That said, I kind of wish it wasn't the bonus, because freaking Goldbug is so damn expensive with their, like, all the combiner pieces. I'm like,
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
but that's what it is, though. I mean, they know that there's going to be a large group of people that
aren't going to buy. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck the set, but I'll get Goldbug.
Well, and you know what? I think they did that shit even further, because if you notice, Goldbug makes the fucking ass.
Yeah, he's like
backpack because he comes with the combiner pieces.
Yep.
I know what you're up to, Japan. I know what you're up to.
No, you don't. You are oblivious to our plans. Rah, rah, rah.
For anyone who's not interested in...
man has such small ass until they like, Michael. Oh, never mind. I can't do it when Oscar's on the show. I get scared.
What?
When Oscar's when you're on the show, I get scared to try to do the Japanese voice.
Or just do it.
Me too.
Do it. It'd be great to have more than one person do it. I can have conversations. It'd be so nice.
I think we'd officially be a clan rally at that point, though.
Yeah.
I think crayons. You just said
cran. We have the Crew Crux Cran.
I think this looks. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm just excited. It's finally happening. Like,
I'm kind of sad I sold my fucking trace and my other fucking lips because I thought they were never going to finish it.
I can't get over the.
Oh my grind run.
I can't get over like the not the novelty, but like the shock and awe that like Marvel got cinematic rights to Spider-Man in the same week that they said that this is actually going to happen. Like, it's like there must have been some sort of astrological alignment.
I'm still waiting to wake up. You know?
Yeah, it's like what's next?
Yeah. The thing about the combined mode is I feel like some third-party companies is going to come out there and be like, I don't really want Goldbug. Here's pieces to make it combined anyway. $20. Yeah. You know?
Goldbug, it's like, the only benefit of that, all that's coming with Goldbug is, like, he's really the only, like, standalone character. I mean, in my mind, that I would want out of the set. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a
absolutely
hankering for a standalone Searchlight or I mean, I'm trying to think of their real names. Exactly. I can't even think of their fucking real names.
Exactly.
That's Searchlight, I don't hear.
Freeway.
But,
Case.
I saw that fucking Goldbug and I was like, fuck yeah. That's going on my IDW shelf.
Yep.
I don't care if he is fucking, a 14-year-old scale.
So
are you a Mini Cooper or something?
Yeah, he's a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper, yeah.
Freeway is a Maserati something SUV, and the other thing is God knows what. Is that a real vehicle? Looks like a modified Hummer or something. I have no idea what that one's supposed to be.
And let's move on to the even more exciting. This has been an exciting third-party news week.
Yeah, been a good one.
Yeah.
Maki Toys Remaster Series Cupola, aka Masterpiece Chrome Dome.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
That thing.
You know what this
That's the
means?
So long code.
It means I can sell my code
No.
for $140.
Yeah,
Oh,
this,
shit.
The sad part is that's like someone's gonna be like, "Oh shit, yeah, buy it now."
Yeah, somebody's gonna be like PMing me after fucking the show goes up. Like, you serious about selling that code for $140?
Yeah, it'll be like Friday
It's got
afternoon.
Rubberwave
Your
and a
phone's,
box.
your phone's gonna ping like crazy while you're at work. Who the fuck? And so like, you got that code X, bro? Got PayPal info?
Mhm.
That's funny because
This is-
that's actually my my IM fucking notification. It's Oscar going, "What the fuck, bro? You got that shit?"
this is
What?
fantastic. This is fantastic.
It is.
It's
I mean,
I
it's
can't.
so accurate to the show. It's crazy.
I can't. It's accurate to the show, but it's also like it also has an updated vibe, which is like what we were talking about recently,
Yeah.
and like kind of what we're really looking for. That episode that we were talking about, Ultra Magnus, like this is it. Like it's
I mean,
it's Chrome Dome all day long. You know, you would never mistaken it for anybody else, but it does look modern.
mm-hmm.
And it makes my wiener.
This came out
crack.
of nowhere.
What'd you say, Antoine?
No, I said this came out of nowhere. Really. I mean,
Well, I mean, they announced it in those silhouettes, but like
we
I
knew
didn't think
about
we'd see prototypes so quickly.
yeah.
The only thing I really want to see though is, and I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen pictures. Have we seen like how they are sized with the other MP cars?
No,
Presumably they're going to be the same size. I mean,
presumably.
you know, I would like to see that before I make the decision to actually sell my code. You know, because like if for some reason, you know, I'm being led down to like, yeah, look how cool it is. This is just going to be a small thing. You know, that's not sized appropriately.
Yeah.
How
That's
tall do you want them to be? Like masterpiece car size or
greater.
hot rod size?
Masterpiece car. That's all. I don't need them to be MP10 size. I want them to
No, I don't want
stand
it to be
by
MP10
side
size.
swipe. You know,
But
at
I
the
would
most
be
like
okay.
a
Yeah.
tiny bit bigger. But
Yep, exactly. I'd be okay
Yeah.
with masterpiece car size or greater, with the exception of being, you know, eye to eye with MP10.
Yeah.
So anywhere in that ballpark.
But for
Yeah.
me, if they made him eye to eye with MP10, I wouldn't care.
No,
Sorry, I
I
got-
well,
Paint fumes all in my face. I apologize.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care for Chrome Dome because he's kind of like a leader figure. So like I wouldn't care, but I would care for Hound. Like I don't think Hound should be that much bigger than Sideswipe. And like,
Well,
I kinda,
are we still going on that like that thing where we think Chrome Dome's going to be bigger than the other ones?
I'm not. I don't think he is.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so either. I think it after like further thinking, like looking at it, like they can't possibly make him bigger than Inferno, can they? Like, I guess they could, but you know, like it would make absolutely no sense.
I would love to have Masterpiece scaled Inferno, though. I mean,
Yes.
the love. Like, there's nothing I would want more. Well, there is, but you know what I mean. Like, from this this venture, I should say. And, man, I love, like, Make Toys Fans Project. Like, their quality's awesome.
Yep.
And we've said, how many times have we said on the show that if they would just fucking up their scale
Yep.
and, like, bring it to, you know, like, where everybody else is.
Yep.
Now here's a question: with Make Toys, oftentimes your stuff is not all that fun to transform, though. Like,
That's true too.
what do you think the complexity of this is going to end up being? Like, just by looking, he doesn't seem like he's like your normal Make Toys, Make Toys, whatever the hell you want to call it, like complexity.
I think it's
Well-
pronounced. I think it's pronounced repro label.
Yes, it is. So repro labels.
It shows him.
I
That's
think.
Yeah,
Shout out
it-
to episode 10 or whatever that was.
Yeah, I think the legs are going to be complicated, but I think the rest of it will be fairly straightforward. But who's to say?
Yeah, the other question is though, like, and so you've dealt with the Computron set. Like,
Yes.
I watched your reviews of them. Honestly, I can't remember transformations. I know you complained about some of the smaller ones, but was it easier to work with like Scattershot, who was just overall a bigger figure, Like
it was with the exception of like the accessory plug-in stuff. That was the only stuff that was kind of a pain.
Right. So maybe like if this is a bigger toy, that more complex engineering will work better too. So
hopefully,
yeah, looks good though.
Car mode is fucking sweet.
It does.
You know what though? The one thing I don't like, the headmaster looks pretty weird. Like
the in bot mode, you mean? Like
yeah. Like, I wish he had a little bit more height or something to him. Like he looks like a midget little kid trying to drive a car. I don't know. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Well, you know what? At least we have a third-party company trying to tackle headmasters.
That's true.
And that's all that really matters to me.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Scale.
And 90 something
I was
of the time, I'm not even
gonna third-party company. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, well, 90% of the time, like I'm not even gonna notice the headmaster anyway. You know, be as a head, so who cares? But if I am being critical of it, the head looks a little bit to me. But or not the head.
It doesn't look like it's gonna be much above what we've seen already.
Right. Which, granted, like it can't be though, because a masterpiece head is not enormously bigger than a classic style head. So just Antoine.
I think you said that he could hold two people in his car.
I couldn't tell if it does. There was a view of it that
actually got space on the side.
Yeah, it actually looked like it could hold two characters inside. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm trying to find the other picture because there's only 288 pictures on this stupid posting here, But one of them, if you look, I'm gonna send the link to the one in the chat. If you look at it, let me post it here. If you look at the one that's in the chat here, there's he's most definitely on one side of the car. So
it looks like a two-seater.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool if they can engineer something like that in,
Well, if they're going to make a two-seater, then that means they're probably going to make another headmaster. There'll be more headmasters in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Chip Chase can finally catch that ride he always wanted. Moving on to the... Huh?
His whole life is catching a ride.
Giggity. Gun Dog, a.k.a. Masterpiece Hound.
All right.
Gun down.
So this is going to lead to a discussion as far as it looks like Make Toys and fucking TFC are at it again.
I don't see a competition here, man. This one's clearly.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing is there's no contest in this one.
Yeah, it's just.
See, I hate to say it, but I kind of, I'm torn. I mean, I know this is going to be the better toy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's just going to be made better, built better, designed better. Like, there's, that's an easy one. But there's things about this bot mode that I don't like as much as I like on the TFC one. Like, I don't like the feet really on either, but I think I like this one less. And then the whole shoulder thing and the headlights, like there's just some things about this, and I'm like, yeah, I like that they changed the head, because when I first saw the head, I was like, and then they did like a new head.
Well, look, if you look at the photos, there's a photo where they have it modern, and then
right.
Yeah, that was mistransformed
and then of course
in modern.
Classic mode looks like he's upset and he's not very confident about what he can do, and he's not really sure the pills have kicked in yet or not.
Right.
And then modern mode's like, I'll do it. Let's go for it. So, I think your concerns are unjustified, and you like Nazis.
But I'm talking about the modern. I'm talking about the modern shoulder look. I'm not talking about the
and that looks fine compared to what do they call it, detective or something like that?
I think it looks fine.
Yeah.
I just don't think it looks great. But I mean, I'm probably going to end up going with this one. Because the quality of the toy is just going to be better.
I think for me, I prefer the squared shoulders of TFC. But if you look at connected to the squared shoulders, there's those weird panels that I don't understand why they're sitting there all awkwardly, which makes me think that something's weird. And I'm with you. The headlights of TFC look too small, and these ones look too big. Every time I drive down the road and I see
so
a Jeep,
what if they're boobies, bro? You're good.
I I stare at every single Jeep as I pass the road. I'm like, nope, those headlights are all wrong. You know, like they just
swerve into one head on. Now they look fine.
They look like boobs. They look. Oh, I'm definitely going with Make Toys. The more I look at this, but they look like boobs on Make Toys and nipples on KFC.
Exactly. Like,
look, Optimus, I finally camouflaged myself with the females of this planet. Holy crap! How those are huge tits.
Hey, Bobby, just real quick before somebody else does it, you meant TFC, not KFC.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Someone's gonna jump you for that.
Yeah,
later,
you're right.
so.
You're right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The one thing that does kind of bother me about this is like the hand assembly. They're on these weird hinges on the Maki toys. If you look at the way the hands are, they're on those weird hinges that look like they kind of accordion out, and then the hand flips underneath it to go into the forearm. But
unfortunately, Maki Toys is known for. That's actually Japanese for weird assembly. Pretty much every fucking Maki Toys figure has got at least one like really weird part.
Yeah.
That
it's really Japanese for death to the wrist.
If I am
death.
If I'm critical of it though, like with the headlights, the one that is on the Make Toys, I refuse to say Maki Toys. The Make Toys one actually does look more like the appropriate Jeep it's trying to be. So
treason.
Yeah.
But and
no
also
one cares about your opinion. You buy knuckers.
And also like the Make Toys one doesn't have the kibble issues on the calves that the TFC one has. Yep. And the way the TFC shoulders tab into the torso looks like it's going to be a little fiddly. Not fiddly, but like, you know, he fell over and now I got to plug it back in type of unit. So I'm definitely going to go with Make Toys, but I can see why someone would go with. I like the. There's just things about the TFC one I like better. I like kind of the chest design better. I like the shoulders better. I like the shoulder look, not the way it's engineered, because I can tell that's going to be disastrous. And then I like the feet better on the TFC one. But yeah, I think Make Toys has this one in the bank, which I think most of us could have predicted.
Yeah. And speaking of in the bank, Fans Toys, FT12 Grenader, aka Masterpiece Bombshell. What up?
Poor Bad Cube. You know, it was just like they had like this woman, and like everybody got super excited for him, and then this came, and it was like, never mind.
I'm still going with the Bad Cube.
I thought you pre-ordered this.
I did. I'm just kidding.
This looks so fucking good, dude.
Open apps.
Holy shit.
Cancel pre-order.
I went with the purple chest, and I kind of regret it.
Where did you order from?
I ordered from Big Bad.
So why don't you cancel?
Because then I'm like, I can't decide. I feel like
you're indecisive.
I'm indecisive. I feel like a woman in a grocery store right now. Like, I can't pick between the pack of bacon that's $3.99 and the pack of bacon that's $3.98.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you. I would always choose the $3.98 because they tell you in business school never leave the extra change on the table. If they'll buy it for $3.98, they'll buy it for $3.99. If you ever want to make money, just saying. So if you're ever faced with that decision between $95 and $99, go with the $99 because they're obviously a little bit more serious about the product.
I love this. I can't express how happy I am about this.
Yeah, it definitely looks awesome. It's I mean, now I feel even more justified that like I didn't really like the Bad Cube ones. You know, I said they were all fat, and then I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, this is perfection again.
Yeah. So thank you, Fans Toys, for taking more of my money. I hope when you cause your global uprising from your totally superior products, you spare me at least a little bit longer.
Every time you purchase another Fans Toys third-party Transformer, you help them get that much closer to building their own nuclear warhead.
They have a pretty, like, for not being able to get product out quickly, they have a pretty strong lineup. You know what I mean? Like, they have a lot of shit kind of in the works.
Now, if only I could get in contact with you and suggest that you make those damn sword pieces out of die cast and just paint them gold, and then you people won't need to actually be replacing them every 2 seconds. So
Yeah, that's my thing with these because these are gonna be like a little smaller scale, and that's my concern. Is that there's gonna be little fucking pieces like those little things on Sora. They're snap.
yeah, it will be Fans Toys' first, smaller toy outing. So there is room for error, I suppose. But
Well, I mean, the thing is though, like with the Dinobots, I mean, Scoria was their first. That was their second big toy out, and then they still had the parts that broke on Sora. I mean, I love Sora. Don't get me wrong. And mine had no QC issues whatsoever, really, outside of that little bit that broke on everybody's. But I mean, come on, like that should have been.
Yeah,
you had all that fucking diecast. You had all that diecast, and the piece with the fucking notches in it that was already fucking a hair thin. You made that out of fucking plastic. I mean, come on.
It's inexcusable. Like shit breaking is inexcusable,
especially at that price point.
But to be honest with you, I feel like at any price point, like a fucking toy, like a product shouldn't break. Like imperfections, paint spilling over, stuff like that. Like that's kind of like the cost of doing business. But like a fucking a poorly engineered to the point that it breaks on you.
Yeah.
That's just it's inexcusable.
I like the paint spill. That's like an added bonus.
Anyway, does anybody have anything negative to say about this?
You know who else makes a great Insecticon, man? Hasbro.
It's not out.
I couldn't keep a same face. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, pre-ordered the purple chest, FYI.
Nice.
Yeah, who else is in on these? I mean, I went purple chest too.
I
am. Because of aesthetic preference. Like, even though the gray is cartoon accurate, it's just that purple really makes the set and breaks up the character a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Can I be honest? Until they came out with the purple and a gray chest option, like I never even fucking noticed that they were gray chests in the cartoon. Like I was like, what the fuck is the gray? And I googled it.
Yeah, the only reason why I noticed is because I did that Insecticon piece like last fall, and even then I chose to go purple. So that's
Here
why
we go. It's about Bobby again. It's all about Bobby again.
Well, no, that's the only reason why I did know that the purple was the not cartoon accurate. Like, I don't know. I debated it a long time internally.
I got the purple. I got that perp. Hell, maybe I'll get the other ones to keep them in robot mode.
All right. Up next is TSC Prometheus Verta-Aid, pre-ordered. Not Blades.
Looks better in color.
It looks good. It looks better than the other ones.
Seeing this at TFCon is like this is going to be a big mistake, but seeing it here, I can't complain about this one.
I like Groove, and I liked what were their names? I liked Gumball, and I liked
Warning Line.
Warning Line, yeah. And they weren't bad. And then I saw that Hotspot one, and I was like, I don't know. And then I saw. See, it's just the thing. Like, I like the individual bots, except for the Hotspot, and then the combined mode. Just not. Yeah, I'm just not huge on that. And then I like that Mankey Toys like overall look, but I know I'm probably not going to like the individual bot. So it's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
I talk about these combiners. The only ones that I fucking like, I love Hercules. Like that's a good set, and I like Superion. Well, fuck. Even except for the fucking Silverbolt. Like TFC just needs to learn how to fucking handle big like central fucking bots.
The bot does like the blades is obviously like this shot was well put together because like his legs and his back are fairly kibblicious, but like
he's got that front end of the helicopter right behind his head.
Yeah, and he's got the tail end of the helicopter on both calves. But the arm mode looks pretty damn perfect.
Yep.
And Oscar, it looks like you can take the at least the blades off of the. Actually,
that's fine.
You can take the whole thing off. You can take the whole thing off.
You know, I was mentally scarred from like the Fruticus set where Vortex had him on, and then there was that that mod you could do to it, which is basically, just cut shit off. So I was like second guessing this till I finally saw the in color images, and then it looks really, really freaking good. And for a guy who's going to be completing this set very soon, very excited for this. Henceforth, why it was pre-ordered while you guys were discussing it.
Yeah.
So pre-ordered mine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, and then I'll make a call as I see it afterwards. But
although it's refreshing to kind of see like a helicopter transformer like this, where you see like how the tail fin of the copter is just a little bit of kibble, but it's not like the actual leg assembly.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that horrific movie figure that was the news copter? Oh, that fucking nightmare.
Evac, or not evac, the one they use for blades.
Yeah,
man. Yep.
Yeah, I just sold that thing yesterday, so now I can say it's a piece of shit in public. Fuck yeah, dude. I got that hotspot set so I could get that cheap hotspot to turn into pyro. Oh, man, that thing is fucking all fucking legs. Like, it's legs up to the chest. Like, it looks like a mouser. It doesn't even look like a mouser.
No, it really was.
Like a mouser.
Look at the chest. All in the chest, dude. You expected to burst through a wall in a fucking sewer attacking turtles.
When you say mouser, all I can think about is the cool mouse in Super Mario Brothers 2 with the shades.
Oh, yeah. That threw bombs.
Yeah.
Mario 2 was Doki Doki Panic.
I gotta be honest, you've actually made that evac mold more appealing to me now to think of it as a mouser from Ninja Turtles.
Shape Place kit.
I may not throw mine immediately in the trash when I find it. So.
I sold mine for $12. The guy was, I'll give you $12 to burn it on a video. I was like, fuck yeah. And he's like, nah, man, I'm kidding. Toy from me. And he bought it from me. He's like, I'll just give you $12 for the toy. I'll give it to a kid. All right. Whatever. I'd burn it.
So, up next, our last piece of third-party news: DX9 update on DX9's Chirugui.
And the only reason why I kept this in is because it's.
It sounds like something served in a delicious Greek restaurant.
It's in the process of breaking the internet today.
Yeah, this has been a very interesting reaction because, like, to me, I feel like this is the superior, Astro Train. Like, I don't understand how it's clear. Like, I can see things that aren't good, but, like, there's some people flat out, like, hating it, and I don't get it.
Yeah, you would like this, wouldn't you, you terrorist?
Yeah.
Treasonous, whatever.
You will come into T2 RX6's house and inject him with pneumonia.
All right, so let's talk about things we don't like, because people are either really rallying behind this or shitting all over it.
I am, from what I'm seeing for his shuttle mode, it reminds me a lot of that freaking TFCC special Astro Train they did. That was off the what is it, Powerlink's fucking Jetfire or Armada, whatever. It reminds me a lot of that.
Yeah.
And that's the only problem. Like, I don't really see why everyone's fucking losing their shit over it.
I think that there is some. You good, Antoine?
No,
I think that, I think there are some proportion issues. Like the thighs do look a little on the small side to me. The feet do look a little funky. There is an awful lot kind of going on in the chest and pelvis area, and then the big round forearms. I think that those things they don't scream masterpiece to me. But I love the head sculpt, and
that is pretty badass.
So is this a giant classic figure as a masterpiece?
That's the question. I don't know. I can't call.
It's a heavily overpriced leader class figure.
Is it? Yeah, there you go.
See, and that's what scares me, because like it doesn't look like it's cartoon colored and it's cartoon design, as in like the shape, the general shape. But like it just doesn't. And it's what I said in the chat and before the show. Like I've been down this road before with the Wreck Guard, and I saw the bike mode. I was like, man, that looks fucking good. That looks like a masterpiece fucking Wreck Guard. And it scales well, but then you get it, and it's not. It's just a fucking oversized, classic figure. And I really like the way that, and I'm whispering because I'm downstairs and kids playing Animal Crossing and I don't want to disturb her. But I really like the DX or the Toy World one. Like, I think it looks good, but it's just something about it's off, and I don't care about the color. And like, I just don't think there's a fucking like a real winner here, and that sucks because we're so used to like the Predakings, and you're like, oh yeah, Feral Rex, that's the fucking clear winner,
Right.
you know, and at least you know which one's right.
Well, this
At
one,
least you know which one you can laugh at the other ones, but neither of these you're like, man, I don't know. There's something about both of these you like, but then when you look at it, you're like, yeah, neither of these are really like what you want.
He's a big boy.
is he too tall?
He is a little too tall for comfort.
He turns into a fucking rocket ship and a train. There's
Well,
no
yeah,
too tall.
I guess the argument could be. I guess the argument can be made in that sense. Is he too short? But like in terms of show
Like 3
accuracy,
feet tall, man.
in terms
No,
of show
I think he was always around the size of the Seekers, wasn't he?
well, he's taller than fucking
Yeah.
Soundwave now.
No, he's
Yeah.
a little bit. He's like a head taller than Soundwave, and that's okay. I would think. Right?
I don't
Isn't that
know.
crazy?
I don't know.
God,
That means he's
And
gonna be
how-
taller.
And how big is the Toy World counterpart that's coming out?
Toy World
I
is
think
about Jetfire size, maybe, or taller. No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, so he's about.
He's yeah.
Yeah,
He's taller than
he's
Hasbro.
a little bit taller than the Seekers. The top of Starscream's wings for when he's actually in robot mode seem to come to about the same height that this guy's going to end up being comparative to Soundwave.
And how much cheaper is the Toy World than this one? Like $40 or something?
Yeah, I don't really like that
Yeah.
at all.
What if
I
they
don't
did
know.
it with
I dig it.
What if they did a different color?
Even if they did a different color, I don't like it. I don't like the legs on it. I don't like. I'm not crazy about the. I'm not crazy about really anything about it. To be honest with you, I don't care for it.
See, the thing for me is the Toy World looks more like the toys have. Like, especially the classics. Like, it's got that same vibe. And I think if it was a different... I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I can't decide. And it sucks because they're going to be coming out soon. And I'm going to have to either make a choice or, sit on the corner and cry. But there's just things about both of them I really don't like.
For my personal preference, from the waist up, I think he looks fine to me. Like, I don't have any complaints about that. Aside from, I don't like the wheels, like, under his pecs, and I don't like the crotch plate wheels. The part that falls apart really badly for me is actually from the waist down. Like, the thighs look too skinny.
Yeah.
The way that mechanism looks like it slides there in the front, like, is not aesthetically pleasing. The cockpit of the shuttle being the feet is not the best
Yeah,
way,
it is
but
really kind of reminiscent of like a Henkai design
But
for that.
you know what
Ugh.
sucks though? Like the vehicle, I think the vehicle modes, like all 4 vehicle modes, like the 2 for each, I think they all look pretty good. It's the robot mode.
Yeah.
And that's the way I'm going to display it. So it's like, and I think, nothing is more satisfying for me than getting one of these, like, fucking overpriced figures and, like, transforming them in, like, the alt mode is just like, oh, man, that was worth it. That was worth it.
You want an idea to kind of help you with that, Greg? Go ahead and if you can, print out a photo of each of these guys' robot modes and put them in the bathroom. And continuously look at them and see which one bothers you less.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a picture of you in the bathroom.
No.
Transferring into my dream
Look-
unit.
Look
As
at
Bobby
your
would say.
phone. Look at your phone. Yeah.
I have a new phone coming tomorrow. I'm excited. I have a Galaxy Note 4. But,
Bling bling.
bling bling. Got that shit for fucking $50.
What up?
Well, it's a goat for, but that should be the same thing, right? But that was a knockoff joke for anyone who was awake and paying attention to me still. But it just nothing. Like, I love getting these things in the alt modes, and they look good. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, this doesn't look like it was a robot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it looks good, and especially for a triple changer. But just the fact the robot modes, that's where it lacks. Like, if one was a little lacking in the train mode or a little lacking in
Right.
the shuttle mode, then it would be a little easier. But the fact that they
Right.
both lack in the bot mode, that's what makes it hard for me. And the fact that there's such a big price difference.
I actually, after seeing the DX9 train mode, I actually kind of feel colors aside, I think that one lacks in train mode more than the Unique Toys one, or the Toy World one.
You're the best, by the way. Colors aside, you're the best.
I know.
Use no color.
I try. So, but no, like after seeing the prototype, like there's some weird like hollows and stuff on the side of DX9s that I don't care for necessarily. But yeah, so I think that makes the Toy World one look better. But the colors are just all over the place on Toy Worlds with like the white panels on the side and stuff. Like I prefer the coloring of DX9s. It really makes me wonder why they didn't do them in cartoon colors, because I might have more to say about DX9 if the only complaint was the head and the feet. So,
well, the thing here about the Toy World is looking at it, because I've been looking at it a lot today, when I should have been working, and like oh, shut up! I'm just kidding. I'm getting yelled at for not working now. That chest wing that was on the Toy World and it's on the DX9. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I couldn't remember which one was more accurate, and I'm like, oh, but the DX9 doesn't have the chest wing, but that's from the toy. And like, so my brain kind of skewed that line between the what he actually looked like in the cartoon and what I'm used to from the toy. So
yeah, see, I don't like that chest wing.
that just makes the toy. Sorry.
No, you go first. Go for it.
I was just going to say that just makes the Toy World look more like an oversized classics toy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like the Toy World one looks like oversized classics. Like, it honestly has the same aesthetic to me as that classics version. Now, the other thing is, though, I don't think, like, looking at the DX9 one, it's hard to kind of tell with the chest, but it almost looks like there's stuff there. Like, you see how he has, like, the two little slots? The nipple slots there?
Yeah.
Yeah, like an add-on thing to it.
I could see him totally having a piece that you can fold open and just peg right in there if you are the type of person who likes the chest wing. I don't think that's necessarily gone, so.
Oh, you think it's a piece that's already there, though. Antoine said add-on, so you think it's a piece that's already there that could,
I think it's like a piece, like a tail piece of the shuttle can pop out, fold open, and plug in or something.
Well, and I say to Antoine when he said add-on, it'd be funny if they did that, because their one of their latest promo images for this thing, and sorry, I just walked upstairs and I'm fat, so I'm out of breath. Even says like convert 3 modes, no removable parts, blah 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 blah. So it'd be pretty funny if they made a separate add-on set to add removable parts to make it look better. Oh man. Fucking white Chinese people, I tell you.
I can't.
I mean, I ordered a Toy World one, so we'll see.
You ordered the Toy World?
You did. Good.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
And Antoine's money bags. So.
No.
Antoine got a tax refund.
My Spurs days are over for now.
I pre-ordered the Toy World version also.
All right.
So it'll be like
some opinions.
Yeah, it'll be like stacks.
But we have to all get together somewhere and beat each other. Like, we just put our toys in the bag, and whoever wins is the right opinion.
This is actually a case. Like, I like it when Bobby and I have different opinions on things, because since I live close enough to him, I can actually check out his stuff. But like, I don't know. This time, not so much, I guess. So
yeah.
Oh, sure. You guys will find a reason to have hot man-on-man action.
Any day now.
They got fucking Pittsburgh's only 3.5 hours away.
You need a reason? God.
I thought we were past that.
Okay, he told me we didn't need a reason. This is bullshit.
He played Journey when he said that to me. That was a serious conversation.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't see, like, all right, here's the thing. Bottom line for me is this satisfies me about, just from looking at it, it satisfies me about 75%. And the Toy World one doesn't satisfy me at all. So, but let's say, I'm going to add this to discussion. Hopefully we can
I just think you're wrong.
And that's fine. I'm going to add that to the discussion, though, of when do we say we're not going to settle anymore? So let's continue on, and we'll get back to that.
I want to accurately say this settles me 66.666666%, just because I think the bottom third is awful. So
Hail Satan.
You know, let's be exact.
Nice on that 666, by the way.
Huh?
Oh, I said
All
nice
right.
on the 666, but
Oh yeah, of course.
So
Ultra
up
Magnus
next-
Repro labels, and this
From
link.
Repro labels, Ultra Magnus labels, Repro, because you speak
Repro
American for this
labels.
podcast.
I couldn't get the picture to show up, but
It's you got to scroll down. It's in the comments.
oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. So these actually look really, really cool. I do not own an MP Magnus, so those of you that do, what's your thoughts on this?
I think it's not what I wanted, to be honest with you. It's a nice set, but it's a little too much toy detail.
I agree. I wish, like, and here's the thing: I'm in on them because my Magnus desperately needs something. Like, this is not quite what I wanted, but it needs something, and it's my only option at this point. So you know,
How much is this set?
$22.
Yeah, 20.
20. Yeah, no way, no fucking way. I'm not knocking you, Justin. I mean, you do what you got to do, buddy. But I just here's the I'm trying to think exactly what I would want out of this set. I like the piece that goes on the back of the red truck, but I'm never gonna have that visible, so that would be kind of a waste. And I like a lot of the taillight stuff and all that kind of stuff, but you're never really gonna see that, so that would kind of be a waste for me. The only thing that I really like are those the stickers that go on his calves are kind of okay on the front, but I like
that's pretty much most of what I'm buying it for is that, and I do mess around with the alt mode some, so you know.
And I like the forearm. I like the forearm. I hope. Now, my only question is: are those chrome stickers on the forearm?
I don't know. It's hard to tell in the picture. Like they're just like.
Because I'm guessing they're chrome because I'm guessing they come on the same sheet as the bumper. And if they're chrome, I'm not interested. If they were white, I would be interested.
Yeah, no, I understand it.
Oh, stop, Greg.
It's a habit at this point. I'm sorry. No, you don't understand. I work with a guy who makes all these really ambiguous comments. And he doesn't mean anything hateful about it, but they always come out to be like, you know, well, if it wasn't so fucking black, I'd be into it.
Yeah. I mean, there's some stuff on here that
it's just like, dude, come on. Yeah. He's like, I was talking about that fucking car I saw.
There's some stuff on here that I like. It's just not enough. It's just not enough for me to really.
Yeah, I really wish that this was a case where they did two sets where they did the toy robot and then just accent stickers. You know,
Yep.
I mean, you could easily have taken parts of this set, applied them to both, and then appealed to two different tastes, because I'm not the person who likes to put all the G1 robot details all over my toys. I don't feel there's any place for that in my collection.
Right.
That said, the calf stickers, I want that. The headlights or the tail light stuff, I'm going to add them because they add extra red stuff, but it's not exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
Well, here's what sucks about Repro labels. Let me clear my throat real quick. They're obviously in this to make money, right?
Sure.
So they're gonna make money. So for the bigger sets, it's just like the fucking MP10. I never got the Repro labels for that, and I really wanted them, but there was just so many little things on there that I just didn't care for it. And if I was going to use a third of the set and pay $25, there's no point. Same thing with the Magnus set. So they put out a set for Turrets and Manacle. It was $7. I ordered that. And I ordered the Optimus Prime Commander Wars set just because it makes the toy look better and he can stand there and be my IDW Prime. I don't care. So then you look at something like Utopia. What if they put out a Utopia set? That figure really only needs... I'm looking at my Utopia right now. Maybe 10 stickers? That could be a $7 set. But they're not going to do that. They're going to put out a $50 set. And then you're not going to buy it because you don't need half the shit. I don't need fucking screw covers. I don't need fucking chrome stickers to go on every single fucking rivet that I see on the fucking toy. You know what I mean? I don't need every single fucking rivet on the tread.
I'm not a big fan of chrome anyway. You know, I don't.
I agree.
I don't think it gives like this authentic metal look. I think it ends up looking less real somehow. But
Yeah, well, like that fucking Feral Rex set. Jesus fucking Christ. It looks like a fucking
Toyota
90s.
Corolla.
Yeah, exactly. Repro labels, man. Like the more, like I love repro labels, but like a lot of the recent shit, like I've looked at and like I try to get together a big order because that $3, you know, that $3 you save on shipping, man, that means a lot. But I try to put together a big order, and it's like, fuck, I can't like really find a set anymore I want to buy. Like I said, I got the Turrets and Manticle, and I got that Optimus Prime. You know, $20 shipped. Right, great. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed.
No. I don't know. I can see how somebody. If this was like one of those $15 sets, I'd get it. I'm gonna wait. If Justin, are you getting this for sure?
Yeah, no, I've already got it ordered.
Sweet. When you get it, if they're white, I'll go in.
Yes.
And if the stickers on the forearms are white, Gregory.
I mean, I went to a whorehouse.
They don't need to be from the Caucasus Mountains.
But they should be.
All right. And then the last bit of news: the final use of the Seeker mold.
Thank God.
Is
G2 Starscream.
G2 Starscream, and what's the other one? G2 Thrust.
Cell.
Catalog mock-up of G1 Thrust.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to our discussion.
Yeah, that's pretty.
The question I have is this legitimately the last use?
That's what they say.
For them, yeah. Yeah, for them.
I picture, you know what, Justin, that's funny you say that, because I picture a BotCon exclusive in like 3 years, and it's going to be like a Megatron colored Starscream classic mold.
Transformers Prime colored Starscream, whatever.
No. It's gonna be or did I say Prime? I thought I said Megatron. It's gonna be a Megatron colored classics mold. It's gonna be falling apart because like the mold's like got to be degraded by now.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a voice chip. That's gonna be the exclusive where it says "I still function," but it's gonna be that fucking classic secret mold like just falling apart. Like I can't imagine like you hear like they can't re-release G1 toys because the molds are destroyed and they can't re-release all these toys. They keep putting out this fucking secret mold. How long has it been? 10 years? 12 years?
Yeah.
And they're still putting it out?
It's definitely like the most released mold at this point. So.
Yep. The most used. Yep.
So let's move on to discussion. The settling. The idea of settling and how often do we settle? And I know truthfully for me, I settle an awful lot. And you know, we're not talking about settling at $15. We're talking about settling for 60 plus. And you know, we're at a point where we're getting multiple characters a third party, and like sometimes you know released at the same time with the TFC make toys, which hopefully helps your process. But a lot of times it's years apart, like the Chrome Domes, and it makes it a little bit more unfortunate for your wallet anyway. And so my question is to you guys, you know, at what point do we stop settling? At what point do we say, no, this DX9 Astra Train, this masterpiece scale is just not good enough. Somebody is going to do it better. I'm not going to buy this.
Well, the point when you start settling is when, you know, Takara finally, you know, comes out and say, hey, we're making this, and then, you know, that's it.
Yeah, but now do you think that's totally accurate? Because, like, I don't feel like I'm settling.
I don't think so, because...
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if Fans Toys does it, you're not settling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. If Fans Toys does it and it's better than DS9, then I'd probably settle for that. Cause
okay, I feel like we're getting lost. I feel like we're getting lost a little bit.
They got
now.
a track record.
Right, but what I'm saying is, you said, like, at what point do we? You answered at what we're not settling at the point that Takara Masterpiece says they're going to do it. But what I'm saying is that there are other options besides Takara Masterpiece that don't feel like you're settling.
Yeah, like when is it not good enough, but it's okay enough that you'll pick it up still. Like not a perfect product, not the Takara masterpiece that is largely considered, the best. It's good enough. It's close enough.
Like, I know when I bought Code, I knew in my heart of hearts that I was settling. Because not that Code isn't a great figure, because he is, but for my collection, I knew he was too small. I knew I was settling. And this happens to me a lot. Almost every Make Toys Fans Project thing I've ever bought, it really has been me settling, with the exception of Revolver, maybe. And even that, I could argue I'm settling. But we all continue to do it,
Wait, aren't you the guy that said that you would collect Fans Project, like, regardless of scale? Like, you would have a separate... Was that Justin?
No, that was Justin.
No, I've said that.
Okay.
And that's when Fans Project's been on top of their game. I feel they're slipping, and I retract that statement. No, I
retract.
No, I mean, like, legitimately, like, I feel like they are no longer a player that is... they're not infallible. They're not a player that I'm willing to consider, because they don't ever keep anybody updated, and then they're like, yeah, you should just like it. Like, why should I just like it? So, I think they still have quality to make really great products. I just think that they're slipping. They're not the king of the hill anymore, like they used to be, which is when I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll get anything you put out that,
Did you just say they slipping? Or they're slipping?
I said they're slipping.
Oh, it sounded like they slipping. Sorry,
yeah,
maybe
I am, dude. Yeah, I gotta.
I am white, Greg.
You hear that?
I heard they slipping.
I am whiter than white bread.
Dude, they slipping.
But anyway,
nonchalantly takes a drag out of his black and mild.
I actually
dribbles a basketball and gets back to us.
Oh man.
That's shattercast.com@gmail.com. Attention, Oscar Alonso, you racist bastard.
So anyway, what were we saying, Justin?
To get back to the point of it, I actually think that since we started getting just like hammered with so much product anymore, like I was much more willing to settle when that was the only version of the character. Now I'm like, you know what? Like take Brawny for instance. Like he's not quite what I want. He's cool. I enjoyed my time messing with him, but he's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm not gonna buy it just because it's good enough. Like there's so many other people doing this now that at some point someone's gonna make a Brawny or a Brawn, I should say, that I really do want. So it's already started.
You sound like a gay man on spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I know what you mean, and I at the same time though, like the stakes have raised, right? So like we're not getting like Brawny is one of those examples. Like Brawny is really, really close. Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of like we're not getting the eye gear swerves anymore.
Sure.
Like that isn't even like really in the realm of possibilities. And like that is like something where like if it came out today, I think everybody'd be like, oh no worries, skip. But like.
Yeah, back then no one else was doing them.
Exactly.
And that was
so
only
like
a year and a half ago. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the sad part that moves so fast.
Like recent. Like people are still selling those motherfuckers off on eBay and the cafe. Like it still seems like a viable thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that recently. But like,
what's funny though? Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I don't have at it.
No. All right. Well,
No.
You got to go. Nope.
Have at it, Oscar.
All right. So I'm trying to say, like, for settling is like a good example. Like when iGear started doing their Seeker and their MP Seekers, right? They went ahead and announced they were going to be doing the cone heads. Okay. Now, when I heard those news, I was like, well, maybe Hasbro Takara will go ahead and make these cone head guys, and I won't have to buy these things that may fucking break on me. Well, look at that. No one else has really done the cone heads except for iGear again for those Raptor sets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you look at these MP like cone heads, and those things are going for how much for all three?
Something
Like,
ridiculous.
pretty much. So it's like those moments where you're like, well, I'll hold out and wait for someone else to do it. So I think in some collectors' minds, not all of them, some of them are thinking like, well, I should probably jump on this now in case no one else is going to make it. But now like with the whole Dinobot rush and now with the Insecticon rush going on, I think that's a different way that people, different place that people can stand on when it comes to selling. Because it's like, okay, who was it that was making the first? Bad Cube was making the Insecticons first. Now you have Fans Toys doing it, which pre-ordered because
Well, I think that like like I'm trying to think like what else I've said. I mean, I don't know. I settle on a lot, and it is getting pricey with the amount of players that are especially moving into the specific masterpiece thing. That we can try to tie all this together, but like, Chug is a dying thing. It seems like in third party.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, it's dying. It's on the verge of resting in peace. So the question is like, all that shit that I bought that was like chuggish, you know what I mean? Like, is like going to become null and void, right?
Yeah, it honestly doesn't really have a place anymore.
Yeah. And then, like, now we're going to have to deal with the growing pains of these companies like we're already seeing with DX9 and Unique Toys trying to step into that masterpiece arena without really fully understanding how to do it, it seems. And it's like, I know that I'm settling with this Astro Train. I know it. I know that something better is going to come along. And I know that this is not going to, and I can't bring myself to cancel the pre-order. So what the fuck is wrong with me? It's like,
Bobby, let's boycott. Let's not get either.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
Are you willing? Are you willing to do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
are you
don't
willing
know.
to stand behind your insecurity?
Have the courage of my convictions.
Exactly. Well, I didn't want to say it all like that. But
I'm sorry. You said that the Chug thing is coming to an end, right?
Yeah, it's third party.
Is that
it's obvious.
For third party? I mean, is that just coming from a masterpiece collector, or
no? It's coming
both?
from a human being, Antoine, with a fucking 2 sets of eyes and a brain. Like, look at how many third party companies are still making Chug figures. Fans Project, Toy World.
Yep.
Pretty much. And now it's good.
They're like, they're like back in the day. They're like, I love G1. They're like, oh, G2. Fuck yeah, they're repaying G1. Fuck yeah, G1's never gonna die. It's 1995. Oh fuck.
I mean, who else would you say is a player in the third party game that's gearing their shit towards Chug?
I say okay, so you mean saying third party? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, Hasbro's going to continue to do it because they can't afford not to.
It makes financial sense for them.
Hasbro's another dying company, though.
That's true too.
I mean, let's not forget.
But like,
pretty much, they just about dropped G.I. Joe. So.
Like, I know there's going to be a backlash because people don't want to hear that Chug is dying. People don't want to hear it. So, like, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a, and we can do it collectively. So let's go down third party companies. Mastermind Creations is kind of in this weird place, right? Because their figures can stand toe to toe with third party, or can stand toe to toe with Masterpiece, with the exception of Azalea, but like Rex, because all we really have is Rex and Azalea, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the Rex figures can stand with Masterpiece,
and Six Shot,
and Six Shot can as well, but they can also go with your Chug figures. So we can give Mastermind a break. However, Mastermind did have that Voss coming, and they had it being shorter, and then they came back out and said, no, it's going to be taller. Because it was like so many centimeters, like whatever they use, whatever the rest of the world uses that I fail to acknowledge. And then they came back and said it was going to be taller. So Mastermind, okay, maybe. Toy World definitely gears their shit towards a Chug collector. So that's fine. And then who else is there? Make Toys is now going towards the the Masterpiece scale.
Mm-hmm.
Unique Toys looks like they're going towards the Masterpiece scale. DX9 looks like they're going towards
yeah.
DX9 is going to the Masterpiece scale. The last 2 DX9 releases were Masterpieces. Astro Train and...
Keep in mind, they're Masterpiece scale, but they're not necessarily Masterpiece quality or build.
Sure, but they're marketed as such.
Yeah, well.
So Fans Toys obviously always been Masterpiece. Fans Project is still going hard in the Chug paint.
Planet X.
Planet X is chuggish, but they've kind of
Planet X
a niche.
kind of beats.
What's that bankrupt scale?
Yeah, well, their thing is that they're going for Fall of Cybertron, so I guess they don't really have a choice unless they do all the Fall of Cybertron. Like they're trying to complement your Hasbro Fall of Cybertron collection.
That is pretty funny.
You know,
when you hear it said out loud, you kind of laugh at it.
Yeah, you know, so for better or worse, they don't really have a choice. Who else is there?
KFC.
X2 Toys doesn't count. They have one release under their belt. KFC is going towards the Masterpiece.
Yeah.
KFC has Masterpiece tapes. They now have Masterpiece Megatron. They now have, well, I guess it's X Transbots, which is another one that's going 100% Masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Like every third-party company is like going the Masterpiece
Perfect.
route. Because usually the people, like we've talked about in previous shows, the people that are spending money on third-party toys are also have that money to spend on masterpieces. Like they're
yep.
You know, so the Chug game is going to continue strong. Like I'm not saying it's going to, for all you hardcore Chug people that are typing your angry comments, like just stop for a minute and listen to me. Like but I love Chug. I love it. I understand.
Get out of the way, Mountain Dew and Cheetos. I'm going to show this motherfucker who's running shit.
Like I'm happy. I'm happy for you, dude. I'm happy that you like Chug, and rest assured, there will be plenty of Chug options at the $15 price point for you. Like Chug isn't going anywhere. It's just going to stay in Toys R Us. But everything else is going the Masterpiece route.
Right, and you know why that is because honestly, for these third-party toys, there is the same amount of engineering going into their smaller scale toys as there is the bigger, except they can actually charge more money. So the product part costs more, but the design part is the same. You know, so you can charge that premium on it and make more in the end. So, I mean, that's why it's clear,
right?
So,
I mean, the wishful thinking. I think that people would like Hasbro to go more towards the quality of third party. You're not going to fucking see that, like not in this century.
No,
so.
You can't. You can't.
You're not going to see that happen. They're all about efficiency and quantity over quality. So.
Well, at the same time, like they have to. They have, like, the only people that Fans Toys have to answer to are fucking Fans Toys. You know, like Hasbro has to answer to
well,
not only that, but they have to answer to the head guy of their department, who may or may not be a Transformer fan. The head guy of their department has to answer to a head guy of like a board, who probably doesn't know who the fuck Dragstrip is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the board has to answer to their CEO or chairman or whatever, and then they have to answer to their stockholders, and then the stockholders answer to the consumers, and like it's so much shit that like they're never going to have a toy at retail that has what goes into third party because they fucking can't. Like. All
right. Well, I was going to say, like, think it just while you're in that. So if I started when you were thinking about like CEOs and whatever, I was thinking about governments, and I was thinking about fledgling governments, and I was thinking about like whatever. So what if Hasbro went under? Like, what if tomorrow Hasbro went out of business? Just saying. Just hypothetically speaking.
Right.
Because everybody's like, oh, you wouldn't have Transformers and you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Hasbro for them to steal from. What if fucking Hasbro went under and it was fucking no holds bar, like free reign, like fucking.
so
like
kind of like
Chinese
it is. Right?
men on horse fucking swinging Devastators around. Like, fuck yeah. So do you think
this is for the better?
I can tell you this much, that there would be a huge swath of the fandom who would be on their high horse and saying, see, You bought third party and you killed Hasbro, failing to realize everything else that contributed to it.
Definitely, that's what's going to happen. That'd be the first things they'd be saying too, Jess.
Let's not count Battleship and GI Joe and all those other things that just weren't working. It's just clearly the third party.
They'll probably fuck up Mask when they re-release that too.
I wasn't even thinking about them because those should be the people that we ate day 3, not because we were not because we were starving, but because they were there because it was Thursday.
Right.
So what about these companies? Like, do you think they would fucking like step up their game and like start putting out fucking like thousands and thousands and thousands of units, or do you think they would stay to their like 500 and we'll look and see what it does when they do a release?
I think it would stay relative. I think it would get a little bigger, but I think it would still stay relatively small because the demographic that can afford that on a constant basis is small. Like if you look at like Masterpiece, any Hasbro Masterpiece, with the exception of Prime, because Prime is fucking Prime, but like that shit all gets clearanced.
What if they weren't wasting their money on Hasbro, though?
I bought Masterpiece Prow for $40.
Yeah, that's what I paid for mine.
The Hasbro one? You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, I paid that for my Takara. The Hasbro was like $80 in the store.
Yeah, no, but it got Toys R Us clearanced it online. Because I bought it for Adam for Christmas, and. Masterpiece Acid Storm went on clearance. Sunstorm will. He's currently shelf warming at my Toys R Us, probably at yours as well.
Yep.
Masterpiece.
I don't none of that.
Well, if you want one, Antoine, let me know because
no.
I could probably walk up to my Toys R Us and there'll still be plenty there.
You remember that day? Like after the Midnight Madness, you were texting me like, "Oh, Acid Storm's up." It's like, where? I can't find it. And I was texting like Oscar on the side, and we're trying to coordinate to get Acid Storms, and now they're like fucking $5.
Yeah.
Which one of us uploaded that photo of like 5 Acid Storms in the trunk of a car?
Right. Oh, that was me, and a certain one of the 13 original Primes was like, Scalper!
He's buying those for other people, motherfucking Scalper.
Then Greg put up those pictures of Acid Storm making an S with his fingers and it said Scalp Life.
Yes.
Anyway, but like so what I'm saying is that most hardcore Masterpiece collectors already had the Takara Prow. So when it hit Toys R Us, it had already depleted its fucking target market.
Yep.
So a couple months later down the line, that shit gets clearanced. So I don't think that these third-party companies, even if Hasbro went under, could afford to make that much more. However, the nice thing, well, not the nice thing, but the unfortunate thing for Rep Labels was that Rep Labels would probably sink because they start putting Autobot stickers on them, when they hit the shelves or whatever. But like, the truth is that Hasbro will never be able to make a toy because it doesn't make sense for them, and that's where your chug life is going to continue.
Yep,
life.
But like, it's just the idea that these third party companies are moving into the Masterpiece realm. I think it was predictable. I think most of us called it, and then even my thing was the one company that always seemed like, okay, this is a solid fucking quality third party company that isn't touching Masterpiece, so maybe this will continue on, was Make Toys and Fans Project, and now that shit is coming to an end because Make Toys is doing fucking Masterpieces. And when the fucking Masterpiece prototypes hit the internet, people were fucking ready. Fucking Kilby on goddamn Radio Free Cybertron is talking about how great Chrome Dome looks. Like, that's the fucking sign. Like, that guy, I'm not knocking him, but he doesn't fucking follow Masterpiece that heavy, and he doesn't fucking follow third party really at all, and he's in. So when this Make Toys Masterpiece line comes out, it's going to fucking clean up. Mm-hmm. And then they are going to cease their chug investment. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
That almost sounded biblical. When you brought up
I was waiting for a beat to drop after you said if it doesn't make dollars.
Drop the hammer.
It's it's just the truth. I'm not making it up. I'm reporting it. You know what I mean? Like, don't be mad at me.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Transformers versus Star Wars. Got another 3 hours.
No. I want to wait for no. That's too much. I want to wait for Matt. Matt needs to be in on that. But like,
fuck Star Wars, man. Fuck them. Fuck them out the butt. Hail Hasbro.
I don't know.
Hasbro Transformers is bigger than Star Wars, man.
I think when we have that discussion, that Hasbro versus Transformers, like, or Star Wars versus Transformers, like, yeah, I don't understand how Matt wants to be part of that. You know?
Dude, I can't wait. I
can't fathom the argument at this point. So
I think it would even be worth doing like an own separate show that was like set up like a boxing match between Matt and I. You know, we get Antoine to come out and like carry the card number around what round it was.
As long as he's in a bikini.
Yeah.
Gross.
Guy.
So we do have some
guy.
Michael 8 asks. We've answered this question before, but we got time, so we are here for the people as always. For collecting, by collecting.
Are we?
So we are. Michael H says, "What made you guys start collecting Transformers?" And I'll go round robin. T2RX6.
I was born. I was a child. I had Transformers. Is the question why I collected them again?
Feel free to say that.
Because I'm an engineer and I saw alternators and I was fascinated that Transformers that, you know, look like their cars actually existed, which is the reason that, you know, a lot of the modern stuff doesn't really do anything for me. So, and that's why I got back into it. And then, yeah, so alternators, I bought all the alternators, and then once I couldn't find those, I was like, you know what? I always wanted that Defensor, and I was like, you know what? Fuck my wallet. So.
Right. Greg.
I was a kid. He-Man died. Not literally. You people will still hang on to it, but the toy line died.
What was that little dwarf in the movie's name?
Gwildor?
Gildor.
Dude, I love Gwildor.
Gwildor killed him. No, I'm not saying.
You didn't tell me you were a toy maker. I got the key. And the shit with the grappling hook and the ribs. Remember that?
I'm not saying.
I was gonna share. And he's drinking barbecue sauce. I was gonna share. Yeah, sure.
I'm not saying that he was so bad he killed it. I'm saying that he literally killed it with a battle axe. Go ahead.
What made me get back into it? I needed something to do, and I was like, yeah, buy a couple of figures. Fuck yeah, these are kind of cool. And then, yeah, here I am now, doing this with you people. And
Oscar
collected when I was a kid. On and off, wasn't really happy with what they were putting out. And then one day, get an oil change at a Walmart. I saw a classic Scourge, and I was like, oh, well, I never owned him when I was a kid, and bought him. Really liked him, you know, and it's kind of grown since then to the point now where I'm like really finicky. I've gotten so pompous to the point where I won't even walk down to certain toy aisle and stores that I go to, because it just doesn't interest me. It's like I don't see prototype pics, so whatever.
Can we talk about Gwildor some more?
Yeah.
No, that was like the grossest like prosthetics ever seen for a film. Like him when he was drinking that barbecue sauce and they got on his fucking beard. It was like, oh.
Well, I could get back to Eternia if I had the tones.
That Simon Says machine. Evil Lynn was fucking hot.
The fucking Karg was fucking hot in the movie.
Fucking Tila, every little sound she heard, she's whipping out that fucking gun ready to kill somebody. Come on, girl.
Yeah.
She was a little too sci-fi for me.
I like fucking what was his name? Lubbock, the detective. And he was like, why would I leave here? He's like, got a fucking castle, got a fucking babe. Like, why would I fucking go back? And it's like, whoa, dude. Hold on, the sorceress didn't die. She's still right here. Like, get the fuck up out of that chair.
Antoine.
Well, obviously, they're watching the cartoon. My first figure was Devastator. And I never got out of collecting, but you know, I would say when classes came out, I got the stuff that I never had as a kid that made me stay in collecting. Something with third party. Yeah.
That's crazy. Your first figure and your first exposition. Share the same.
I watched the cartoon as a kid, and one of the toys. I'm one of those few people that can't remember what my first Transformer was. But I can tell you what toys I had at my mom's house and what toys I had at my dad's house. My mom's was obviously relatively smaller, but like, it always pissed me off because I'd always have like one at my mom's and then the rest of my dad's, so like a team. So like I had Thundercracker and Starscream at my dad's house and Skywarp at my mom's. I had Thrust and Ramjet at my dad's house. I had Dirge at my mom's, like et cetera, et cetera. And then I used to just smuggle them like fucking Han Solo back to my dad's house. They were safe. But anyway, then I got out of it forever, and then I went to BotCon, and I swore I'd never go to see fucking anything Transformers related ever again. I found out that they were going to do some new masterpieces, or I thought about getting Masterpiece Grimlock, so I looked on eBay, and I saw third party Hercules, and then discovered third party, and then that got me heavy back into Transformers. We can answer this now, because only the three of us, Oscar, myself, and Justin, are in for Prometheus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you in too?
Yeah, I got 3 of them already.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So we can answer this then.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Okay.
I don't have Red Cross though.
Good night, folks. That's okay. Well, you can still answer this. Yul, our good buddy Yul, who had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to Yul.
Fuck Yul.
Did he just say fuck you, or did he say whatever? So Yul says, Red Cross, will it be a leg or an arm on your Prometheus? Conversely, will Gumball be a leg or an arm? Oscar.
Be an arm.
Antoine.
Yeah, it'd be an arm.
Justin.
For sure.
He'll definitely be an arm because there was that whole episode about Defensor having one missing arm. So,
yeah. Yep, he'll be an arm for me as well.
I can play. Alpha Bravo is going to be a arm on Superion because
Yeah, I passed on him
He's
again
the most
today.
popular character, man. Hasbro.
I've passed on him twice now.
I have too. I've seen him a lot down here in Florida. I'm surprised.
Our good buddy Marcus asks, what's going on, good sirs? Regarding last week's discussion, which is late now because it's just we've been so far behind these questions. What does each good third-party company have to do in terms of innovations and improvements to keep old and attract new customers? So that's a pretty good question and discussion topic.
I don't know. You tell me.
Number one thing for me is communication. I mean, it should not be impossible to try to, reach out to them and, okay, so I realized one of my Azalea's swords somehow ended up on the floor, and I saw it, and I don't know if it was an animal batting it around or who knows, but it was broken, Like, I don't know if I stepped on it. I reached out to MMZ and said, hey, it's broken. I think it was me, I don't think it was a fault in the toy or anything. Can I just buy an excess sword if you have any spare parts or something? And they said, what's your address? We will send you a new part within 3 hours of sending the email. So I was completely blown away by that. And holy crap, that's awesome, And then Fans Toys, I'm like, if the whole site wasn't in broken, the links are broken because, it's in whatever language they actually speak, and I can't actually get in contact with anybody there, and I can see your products, that's great, I can see your products everywhere else too, but if you had some kind of frontward facing communicative person there that could I don't know who came up with saying that those shin pieces should be die cast, but I feel like if someone brought that up and said, hey, why don't you offer some $5 die cast replacement pieces, who has Score wouldn't buy that,
Right.
Or I'm sorry, Sword. It's 2 freaking screws to take out and slide in a new piece, and it wouldn't break. Who wouldn't be into that? So, but you can't suggest that because they don't speak my language. So,
Oscar?
Customer service. Again, it's MMC. I'll never forget that whole Hexatron ordeal, And you got TF Source to hook you up that one time with your figure.
Yeah, Bovis. Yeah, because I like both you and Justin had great luck with them. So it must have been just me, but I reached out to them once and I still have yet to hear back. But I got it taken care of, so all's well that ends well. Greg from Mercy.
Customer service.
Wow.
Wait, what? No, no. Hold on. The question. Okay. I'm thinking about the question here. I'm trying to remember what the actual question was because I thought we were going to be actually done when you guys were talking about Prometheus. So I put my phone down.
What does each good third-party company have to do in terms of innovations and improvements to keep old and attract new customers?
Oh, to keep. Oh, yeah, that's right. I read this in a. Well, I think what's most important for me, and I've said this I think a few times tonight with the Astro Trains and whatnot, is just like keep fucking current on what's going on. I mean, I understand that like, you know, you have to design the shit like a year in advance or whatever, just like Hasbro does, but like don't try to set up to make the last good Chug figure right when you see Masterpiece taking off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, man, everybody's going crazy for Soundwave and this reissue Grimlock and, you know, Acid Storm. You know what would be fucking cool? Let's make a fucking Chug Blaster. Classic Blaster. That's what we need to do. Like, don't fucking do that shit. Then you end up like fucking, what's it called? Mega got to paint the forehead before you talk about it on a video review. Yeah, like, don't fucking do that. Like, just try to stay current. Try to stay fucking, I hate to say hip, but try to stay hip. You know, like, fucking put up products people want to buy.
Yeah.
My hair.
I'm with you.
Cool, and but be accessible too, though. That's another thing, though. Like customer service, like MMC, fucking one of my fucking hands for Feral Rex got fucked up. Well, I thought it did, and I was able to fix it. They still sent me another hand just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you look at KFC and fucking my Ollie was missing had 2 left feet, and I even sent the guy a fucking picture of me pointing at the part, like giving him the lefty righty fucking sign, like, you know, with the L with my fingers, like this is the one I need, and they still sent me the wrong fucking part. So it's like just fucking customer service, like, you know, be accessible.
Yeah, I kind of am going to echo what Greg was saying. I think that I'm just going to word it slightly differently. I don't get complacent. That's what I kind of feel Fans Project has done. Like they have become complacent, and as a result, we're getting stuff that is getting left. We're getting stuff from Fans Project that would have been top shelf a year ago, but is now kind of meh or acceptable.
If anybody's going to turn on you, it's going to be a Transformers fan.
Yeah. You know, it's just not. It just seems like it's complacent. Now, Make Toys, on the other hand, is being innovative. They're saying the flow is changing, so let's go with the flow. And they're moving on to these masterpiece figures, which are shaping up fantastically. And that's kind of what I look for. I also look for like minor things that I see it like, you know, we've kind of given them a hard time tonight in general, but you know, Unique Toys has kind of, now I feel like they've kind of become a little complacent recently because they've been accepted, but their first 4 or 5 figures were like, each one was like leaps and bounds better than their last. And I can't put my finger on exactly what it is other than just overall everything, you know. I think that customer service is good to keep old customers, but I think new customers, you know, you kind of need to go into what Greg's saying and you know, stay current, and then also, you know, by not being complacent, you'll keep the old.
Well, no, I think like with customer service, I mean that's important for fucking new customers more so than customers.
when you are done your part of it, I want to qualify why I say customer service a little bit. And I mean, it's because it's more than replacement parts and stuff, but like having someone who is in communication, like someone who's frequenting message boards and Facebook groups and all this, and like in tune with what the fans actually want, you know, and like feedback on like, here's our prototype. What can we change to make this better in your eyes? You know, if it can be done, we can do it. Like, you know, like, so I mean, it's when I say customer service, I don't mean like, oh shit, I broke it, replace that. I mean like having someone out there interacting to see what people really want, and you know, taking that feedback back and, you know, improving everything as a result, I think is by far seems to be the most important. The things that always seem to turn out best just seem to be the ones where there is someone lurking, you know, taking that fan feedback and doing something with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's not, like I said, it's not, of course, designs have to improve. I want good quality, blah, blah, but I think so much of that can come from actually giving a shit about what the people who buy your product think or want. So, I mean, like, who's that? The other company who's making a set of Dinobots? G Creations?
It could be any, no.
Yeah. Like, G Creations, like,
company.
Listen to your fans and just, you know, give up on it and do something else, because maybe you could come up with something that's actually interesting. You know, I mean, I guess there's people out there who like it, but, you know, my gut feeling is most people are either behind Gigapower or Fans Toys. So, you know.
Yeah, especially when people like, you know, what are they, Shuriken, the ones that are making the combining Dinobot?
Yeah, that's Shuriken.
Yeah, when they're doing something with the group, or even Toy World with their Dinobots, you know, it's up there with that episode that freaking Black Jack and Alpha Bravo saved Christmas after they taught the Dinobots to combine into Executioner. You know, it's just unnecessary. You know, like it's a nice idea for a fucking custom, but there was no need to really, like, you know, oh, let's make this happen. This is a demand.
Yeah.
You know.
Real quick, to Braves toy review, shout out to you, man, for all your support. It is appreciated. I know you had a question about Cliff Jumper, but I cannot find that shit anywhere. He had a question about Cliff Jumper. I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So if you could submit it to us one more time, I apologize. I can't locate it. Real quick, Jason S, who we know is Slick McFavorite, asked a couple of questions, and he has shown us some love on his podcast as well, called Open Your Toys.
Which they need to make another episode. Come the hell on, man. You are killing me.
Plus, you know, I got a thing for your wife. And I say that in love just because she's nerdy, and I wish my wife.
Yeah, you should only be worried if Antoine says it.
Yeah.
Basically screwed.
So he says, what is everyone's preferred?
He's like, yeah, no kidding.
So he asks, what is everyone's preferred method of tightening joints? What specific brands and application process do you use?
Feature problems.
That's a good question. Sorry, that is for me.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to jack it. Let me jack it real quick. Like I've never said that to you before. I found I was always a super glue and nail polish fan, and I found a jug of floor polish. It's not super; it's an industrial. It's like super floor polish concentrated times 10. I found a jug of it in my like utility closet, my townhouse. It's like, I wonder if this is the same thing. And I put a drop of it on Power Glide, and he's like stuck together. I mean, he works, but it's like I had to fucking sand it down. I'm like, oh shit, like this is fucking legitimate. So I might be off that nail polish boat and onto the future polish boat now.
Well, the reason that your floor polish actually works is because it's all wax based, so you actually are putting a fine layer of wax. So in theory, it is actually the least damaging to your figure. Yeah, entirely. So if you're going to do it, definitely go and get a floor polish. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be Future specifically, just something that is a wax-based floor polish. But Future is only like $6, and you can get at Walmart. So
Well,
that's the way I
Justin,
would
let me
go.
ask you real quick while we got you here. I read a thing about mixing Future with or floor polish in general with acrylic paint.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Does that work?
Yes. Yeah, you can use it to thin down the paint too. Yeah,
and to
it's
make
pretty
it
awesome.
more.
Yeah, it gives it a little bit more durability. I mean, you're not gonna throw it across the room and expect the paint to still be on there, but it does help with the durability. So
As I just threw this fucking custom pyro across the room. God damn it.
But yeah, I usually use I use either floor polish or when I'm lazy, I just use some clear nail polish because it always seems to be around somewhere if you live with a female. So why go to the kitchen when I can just pick it up off the end table? So, but yeah,
mind.
don't use super glue because otherwise you'll have to end up sending your broken Skywarp to me because
Shut up! Whatever. That was a lifesaver, though.
No, but
Never
really,
been
like
after
super
that.
glue. Super glue works if you're real careful, but it's the most easy one to mess up, and you break your figure from. Every other one is totally fixable in some way. So, just don't use nail polish remover if you're trying to remove an overly thick coat of clear nail polish on your toy, because that will eat the shit out of the plastic.
Don't listen to him. Acetone, straight acetone.
Yeah.
That's what you want to use on your toys.
Exactly.
I'll let them soak overnight in acetone.
That's Greg for Mercy when you destroy your $100 figure.
Well, if you listen to Greg for Mercy when you were working on your $100 figure, you kind of fucking deserve what you get.
I'd like to give my 2 cents about what I use when I have loose joints.
Viagra.
It's really cheap, and I highly recommend it. It's called the Cybertron Cafe. And that's where I put my figures with loose joints. I sell them. I don't do a whole lot of that shit. I get frustrated. If I had a figure like a $15 figure, I would do it. But like a lot of times, if I buy like a high end figure and it has a fucking super loose joint on it, I'm too angry to do it. Like I'm like, fuck this, man. Like I shouldn't fucking have to do this.
You call me with false pretenses of dinner and
or
I call slaving away.
and he'll come to your door, which is fucking. I didn't even know he offered that service, and it's fucking awesome.
Well, that's a different type of service, that to your door service. It just so happens that I'll repair your figure at the same time.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything? Oh, he had another question too. Let me see if I can. If I screenshot it, of course I fucking didn't, because I'm an idiot. He had a part 2 to that question, which was stand by. What are your favorite?
No, never mind.
What are your favorite paints to use?
Tamiya color. I like Tamiya color. I use that, or I use the Citadel paints personally. So Citadel because they have the most range of colors. And actually one more. The Formula P3 paint, it's another hobby-based paint, and they are really good with whites, yellows, like those. The colors that are notoriously shitty, they actually do better than most other companies. So.
Anyone else? I've only painted one figure, and it's Metroplex, and I'm still not done him. And I used Citadel paint, but I can tell you it was not the best choice, just because there's a lot of like that smooth kind of plastic that's on Metroplex, and the Citadel paint has a hard time covering it. The Games Workshop, I guess is it even still Citadel? Whatever, Games Workshop, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, actually, with respect to that, I don't know. Are you using like an actual paintbrush?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I find with almost all Transformers, paintbrushes are horrible. Like
what do you use?
Airbrush.
Okay.
You can get cheap airbrushes though from like a Harbor Freight, like $120 for.
And what do you
compressor
do?
plus
Airbrushes
airbrush.
are $120, $200, you know.
This is gonna sound overly sexualized, but what do you do when you got to hit like a little spot?
Well, that when it's a real tiny part, then
Buy
you
a
do it with the
6-pack and a pack of cigarettes.
Right.
Maybe you watch a little bit of Friday, get your own. Oh, you meant paints. Sorry.
Right.
I was trying to get my phone off mute. I was gonna say fucking help her with her homework.
No.
Where are we at time wise?
Yeah, we're too far gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Why? What do you want to do? Another question?
No, we just got some more questions. I didn't know whether to do them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. Mike L asks, why do people think 150 for a Apollyon means he will be crap? Question mark, question mark. Does no one, all caps, remember when everyone bitched about Quakewave being 150? Question mark, exclamation point. I found your post to be relatively aggressive, so first of all, I'm going to say calm the fuck down. And secondly, it's not just, I did answer this briefly on Facebook, but
better calm down, sucker.
It's not just,
calm the fuck down, motherfucker.
It's not just the...
Ain't nobody got time for your jibber jabber about the gay man and the gay ways.
Jibber jabber, you fucking need some work.
You need work. Sorry.
We're
now
not.
that Bobby's mad.
Yeah, I am a little upset. It's not you guys. It's the and Mike, I might be totally misreading you, buddy, but okay, I'm not good at internet speak. I usually use Greg for Mercy as my translator to find out what people's intentions are. But it's not just the price point. It is the price point and the given history. That is why we are concerned. Yep. Fans Toys didn't have a history with, aside from that trailer, with Quakewave. And even at the time that Quakewave was being announced, 150 seemed pricey.
I think, and to be fair, I think that we're giving Apollyon the same type of shakedown that we've given KFC when it's come to more expensive, bigger figures. Like, like how many people were, who I picked up Stack because I was curious, but if you didn't have Stack, we were all curious of what the Transistor was going to end up being like. We were all worried he's going to end up being crap because of the overly crappy quality of the actual tapes, that they've put out. So I think it's really not that. I think $150 means he's not going to be good. That said, things have inflated a bit, but
we almost all have him pre-ordered.
Yeah.
So it's not that we're not buying it. We are. That's why we're extra concerned, because our money is on the line, and it's $150, which isn't a bad price. It's not that we're concerned because it's $150 that it'll be shit just as a blanket statement. We're concerned that it's $150 for an X-Transbots piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And as an X-Transbots piece, I've purchased really crappy, pipes who broke the day I got them out of the box. And what else do I own X-Transbots? I don't own Wheelie, but I've seen millions of people's horror stories with Wheelie.
My Ollie broke out of the box.
Yeah.
It broke during my review. The tire fell off. Broke. The pin broke. Tire on the ground. So that is why we're concerned, because Ollie was $60, and this isn't even $100 more, but it's 3 times the size and 3 times the engineering it looks like, and we're concerned that it will be shit as a result. It's not just the price point; it's the price point in the company's history. Does anybody else have anything to add on top of that? And I could be totally misreading you, man. Like I said,
if you aren't aggressive, we're sorry. If you are, fuck you.
I do thank you for listening. I do appreciate it, and I do thank you for writing in and asking the question. Like, that's the way to go about it. But I got the impression that you were upset about it, and then that in turn made me upset. But not super upset. It's not like I would body slam you at McDonald's or anything.
He might. Don't threaten.
That's for Jason Lowry to do.
Don't threaten.
Hey, actually, speak of the devil. If we're done talking about this, I actually have a little side shout out to make about that particular individual, if I can. So Jason Lowry.
Let's wait till the shout outs, because we got more questions to get through.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Like what? Like, what's your favorite color? Fucking RC.
Glad you asked. So the other question is from Jared, and says, "Hey guys, what's the sigh about, Antoine? Hey guys, just saw a random post on FB Project Sludge and Slag, and it got me thinking." This is actually a good question. It seems like most of the big third-party companies are showing us future products, with Make Toys and TFC showing their future MP figures. Bad Q, KFC, and Fans Toys have shown us their next MP figures, and even X-Transbot showing us theirs, but then there's Fans Project. Still no colored test shots of Swoop, no pictures at all of the other 3 Dinobots, no test shots of the other Headmasters or their Dino King Monstructor. Seems like FP is doing their best to be forgotten. This and their diminished QC has me worried about their future. What do you guys think? This ties into, I think, what we're saying is...
haven't we touched this? Like, I mean, didn't we already answer this question?
Yeah, well, I hadn't read it before. I just snapshot it, but yeah, we have kind of.
Absolutely.
But just to reiterate, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, absolutely. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. A Fans Project could do no wrong. Even though I still wish that they had actually told us more things. You know, like I hate the fact that like they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and then it disappears forever, and then maybe something finally, you know, like Protector was like 4 years before they put out Protector armor after announcing it. Like I hate that strategy, and now it's making them less relevant, especially considering that they're not putting out the products that most people are buying the scale of anymore. You know, like I still want to love them. You make it so hard, but yeah.
So, now we can move on to the shout-outs, and go ahead, Greg, with Mr. Lowry, who is a gentleman.
I was just going to say, Justin Lowry is a huge fan of the show. He's a fucking solid individual. A little bit of a hardship, a physical... a thing happened to him. He hurt his head, slipping in some winter weather, and missed some work. Whatever. Still had a presence on the Facebooks and the social media and the groups and whatever. Anyway, important part is Mr. Lowry just acquired a golden lab puppy, and he was asking in the Cybertron Cafe for ideas of names. And even though some fucking Scrooge scumbag motherfucker reported his post to Facebook and got it deleted, which I don't even know how the fuck that worked. He got his name for his dog, and I don't know the name yet. He's going to announce it, but he gave the person who suggested the name a gift card to the Chosen Prime, and he also donated money in the name of the Cybertron Cafe to his local animal rescue.
Wow. Which
for me personally is a big deal because I feel about animals and all of our animals rescues. And so just the fact that
you want to rescue 2 cats from my house?
You can rescue 2 dogs or 1 dog from mine.
But just the fact that this guy like did something, he was just like, "Hey, can you guys help me out with the name?" And then he never said anything about it. Like he didn't make a big deal. And then he was like, "Hey, he's like, I'm gonna give some money to some people." He's the same guy that fucking sent me 2 bottles of vodka and a $50 gift certificate for Christmas.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like fucking good guy.
We actually do have one more question. I don't want to forget it because it's from Comic Book Dork.
That guy.
He's awesome. So no, I know you are. We all love Comic Book Dork here. So real quick, we're gonna just do a rapid fire all the way around. Comic Book Dork asks, what non G1 character would you like to see get a top quality masterpiece figure? Antoine.
Oh shit. I don't know. Come back.
Guns to your head. You got to make a call. Bam. Oscar.
Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo. Greg from Mercy.
Optimus Primal.
T2RX6.
Primus.
Antoine, you got resuscitated back to life.
Dinobot.
Okay, and I would like to see a masterpiece Voss.
What? Voss?
Yeah, I mean, not Voss. I'm sorry. What's his face? Tarn.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't know we were allowed to go in that fucking.
Hey, it said non G1.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I figured we were going with like more classics.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, that's your
rule maker.
Creative.
Whatever.
Can I change my answer to
go ahead.
Optimus Primal?
I changed my name to Fuck You Atron, Bobby.
Do you want to choose a second one, Justin?
No, I do not.
Oscar still wins with Alpha Bravo anyway. So
Oscar's busy beating his wife.
Shout out to @Fear.
I am not. You fucking lush.
Shout out to Dub K Toys and the Chosen Prime. I am Ratchet for all your G1 needs. Third-party Transformer Crashers on Facebook, run by our good buddy Yul, who is an officer and a gentleman. TF Prototype, you can visit them on Facebook or at tfprototype.com. That's tf-prototype.com. Third Party Unlimited, which is the new Facebook challenger on the scene, run by our good friend here, Mega81. And with that, we'll let Oscar take us out of here.
Well, hold on. Can I shout out one more person?
Sure.
Can I shout out Justin Christensen just because?
Because he's awesome?
Because you motherfucker.
Yes. That is definitely.
You motherfucker. You and Ken. Fucking get me right here. All right.
That dude was that dude and I we shared a lot of lulls that night. He's a good dude.
I was there too, motherfucker. We all shared.
No, I know. But yeah, but no. I know you were there. I know you were there too. I'm just saying that we had our moment. We had a little private moment, and it was a good moment.
In the elevator when it was jammed.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
The only thing that got jammed.
Also, shout out to Deluxe.
Look,
Couldn't make it tonight. He had to work all week, and he is definitely missed. Hail Hasbro.
By you.
Hail Hasbro, man.
Go ahead. Take us out of here, Oscar.
So, as always, you can go ahead and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/ShatteredCast. As always, you can look us up on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, iTunes, all the good stuff. Just Google us, you'll find us immediately. So, on behalf of every other member of the Sinister Six and myself, in the name of Primus, please collect responsibly, be good to yourselves and each other.
You've been shattered.
And shattered all over again, I don't care.